Oh my god, I've been muted the whole time. The first thing that happens after a hiatus, I talk to nobody for a minute. Hey everybody, how's it going? Nice to see you. Been a weird day. I have a whole bunch of game dev stuff. Figured I might as well do it while streaming because it's like not gonna be intense. Also, I'm really not used to having a webcam on, so I'm like looking down at my keyboard still. I don't know where to look. I don't know what to do with my hands. So awkward. You missed the server? Yeah, I'm gonna be a real fluff bomb. I miss the server sometimes too. Although I spend a lot of time on threads now, but it's not at all the same. Because on the Discord server, everybody was like, we're all like close knit. Threads, it's kind of like going to the store every day and like you see the same people, but it's not the same. Discord is like a bunch of people hanging out in my backyard, but Threads is like I go out and I see people and then I run away. Discord's hella predatory on their server owners. As the Discord server got bigger and bigger, Discord, they need to make money. And so how they make money is off of me, the guy running the server. So they squeeze me to try to push for like nitro for the notes and stuff like that. And I just not why I did it, man. That's not why I had Discord. The real takeaway here is we have this trophy name, trophy description, and the trophy category, and the index. These are the 4 things that I have to customize for every single trophy in the game. That's really all we're doing today. I'm aiming for like 100 trophies. We already have 112 in the game. The reason that I need this, this is not in the current version. So this right here, little selector that lets you switch between 2 different capsule machines. How I have it set up right now is that there's 2 different lists. There's the cheap list, I've been calling it, and then like the expensive list. The cheap list is set 1, 25 tickets max. Set 2, bet 50 tickets. You can see that we only have 1 in set 2. That is this placeholder. So I'm going to be looking through GameDev assets. Let's see what I've got. Because we essentially need just models, a bunch of pinball stuff, but it's just like random. This is just like a vertebrae. What does the prize machine give you? Oh, I guess I haven't shown that off. Sorry, I forget that not everybody lives in this game every single day like I do. So you just get little random capsules. This is based off of
Super Smash Brothers Melee!
And I actually stole some of the mathematical formula for that game. I played a lot of Smash Brothers Melee when I was a kid, and so it really stuck with me, just having a thing that you could just watch stuff come out of, watch a little capsule roll down. Essentially, every time you bet some tickets, you just get a random trophy. Right now, the odds of getting a new trophy are 0% because I have all of them. Then, once you collect them, you can look at them. That's really it. It's nice and simple, but one of the things I want to add later, a use for all of those trophies, you can have duplicates because you can get the same trophy multiple times. So the idea was, what if you collected all of the trophies and then somehow turned the whole collection in? I'm not entirely sure what that idea is. I'm working on it. Yeah, this is safe to put on stream. So this is my design doc. This is where I've been storing all of my ideas, checking off, creating a checklist. See, I want to have like a use for the trophies of some kind. I'm thinking right now, once you get all of them, you can like sell the whole collection and then earn tickets faster. Kind of a prestige mechanic a little bit. Dump the duplicates into a bin and then press them into medallions. That's not a bad idea. Like you melt down, do you remember Red Letter Media melted down all those Star Wars figurines? They like poured like acetone in a fish tank.
So today I'll be destroying 2,387 vintage Star Wars figures in a 55-gallon tank filled with an illegal amount of acetone.
And it melted the plastic of like extremely sought after Star Wars figurines.
As these figures dissolve, so will the joy that they brought countless children.
I could make a system like that where you dump all of the trophies into a pit and it just makes like a single plastic disc, and that's your completion reward.
Mike, don't fucking touch me!
You love the trophy system in Brawl? Yeah, being able to pose them, that was something that I thought about it, planned some of it, and then it seemed like too much effort for the scope of the game. That makes sense? Maybe something to do in the future. Do I plan on adding a suspenseful opening animation for the capsules? You mean like a ball, like splitting open or something? I thought about that as well. First time seeing my face, not gonna lie, wasn't expecting that. I get that one a lot. Don't worry. Instead of doing the suspenseful opening animation, the ball rolling down is the suspense. That's about as good as you're gonna get from me. Ooh, gold prizes? Okay, so I did that once in the past. I did a system where you could get like a basic version of the collectible and then like a more rare version of the collectible, and it just didn't, I don't know, it didn't reward the player the way that I wanted it to. It was like a negative reinforcement. Like it made people unhappy. I don't want to do that. What's the game idea? This is Pocket Pusher. It's a coin pusher that I made. Really it. You're looking at it. This is it. It's the whole thing. It's not too complicated. There's really no purpose to it. You just have fun and watch the balls go and watch the coins fall. What happened with Combat Casino? Combat Casino is dead because I spent 9 months of it making the first one, and then I spent another 9 months making the second one, and it made $0. I spent 18 months of my life working on a game that nobody liked, and I didn't like either. So I had to move on. Spent a lot of money making that game. It was my first game, but you got to make the first one so that you can make the other ones, right? Oh, it's so satisfying. Oh, hey, there's the ghost. Let him go. Hopefully this game will make you something. Yeah, I hope so too. It's free to play though. So it won't make any money. I could add skins for the coins. Oh, I see what you mean. I actually already have skins for the coins. You can unlock these with tickets as well, and then you can set either of the balls or the coins to be any color you want. Now you can see all the balls are orange, all the coins are black. Oh, there goes the train. And then if you wanted to, you could also pick a random toggles down here. I just added in 9.0. You can toggle random skins for each, and voila. Add better skins. Yeah, the skins are just recolors. They're nothing crazy. It's a lot of effort, man. It takes a lot of work to make materials. It took me like 3 days in Shadergraph to make anything good. When are we getting square pinballs? Okay, you're joking, but I tested that. Oh, I deleted it. Yeah, I tested square marbles. It doesn't work. Keeps underestimate how long it takes for the smallest editions. Yeah, it takes a lot of time. It takes like days of planning. If you want to plan it, you don't have to, but I like to. And then it takes several days to implement as well. D20 marbles, that could be fun. Enemies that steal your coins. That was an idea for Yimble. You Must Become a Lich, actually. The original concept had an enemy that would like come on screen and then grab the coins and then like try to run away with them, and you had to hit him to get him to drop the coin. I ended up using that idea in the farm level for the Scarecrow boss. When he summons, a bunch of pitchforks come down from the sky. They like do circles over the battlefield, and then they swoop down and they grab coins and take them off the top of the screen. Do all the marbles have the same physics? Yes, they do. That was actually a discussion I had about the square marbles, is that I could do square marbles, but then the physics changes and all the tables that I made kind of break. Once again, there was something I was going to say and then I lost my train of thought. That's okay, that's how it goes. The only thing you can do in this game is drop a ball. Also, I'm in developer mode, so the balls are dropping automatically. Down here, the little coins, or the balls drop. Clip that. Hear me out. Flat marbles, inflated coins. That's interesting. That could work. Flat marbles, dude. So somebody asked, I remember now. I remember one of the things I was gonna talk about. Somebody asked earlier what happens to the stuff when it like falls off the bottom. There we go. Okay, so this is what it looks like in the developer view while the game is running. So when the coins fall off the screen, there's this like glowing box, right? When the coins hit this glowing box, it's actually a trigger. And what it does is it tags the coin to be deleted in like 2 seconds or something like that. So you can see as they fall, they just kind of go away. And then the ones that fall off the edge, you can see that they're just kind of falling into the abyss. Maybe you can't, they're really, really small. They just kind of go into the void. And then when they get far enough, there's a second little trigger box, but it's invisible and it is all the way down there. Add the IRS. all the coins you've been collecting, the IRS once they're cut. Would physically displaying how many coins you've collected be too taxing? No, and in fact, I am already tracking that. I implemented tracked stats. It's cumulative coins, so it's not per table. At a chance that Amogus spawns. If you have an Amogus model, I'll do it. I'll put that in. Does anybody, if you can find me a download 3D model of Amogus, I will absolutely put it in the game. I love that idea. Okay. We're gonna get lost. People are suggesting good collectibles now, and I'm gonna start losing them, but we should start making them. Oh, this stream was a good idea already, just based off of the conversation we've been having. I actually thought about adding leaderboards for Pocket Pusher, by the way, based on this, but then while reading the Steam documentation, they talk about having leaderboards or things like this, and it's too easy to cheat. Not that it would really matter, but it would literally be like one edit of a text file and you could be wherever you want on the leaderboard. We are now looking at Fungal Colony Sim. Should we just do the shopkeeper, or should Fungal Colony Sim could be its own trophy? How do we want to do this? Is it intensive to add interactions to the trophies? Tap on it in the menu and it plays a sound effect? No, it is not intensive, but I don't have a system implemented for that yet. So it would require a tiny bit of work, but honestly, not that much. The train. This one has a little particle system. Yeah, I love this train. It is very satisfying to watch. Sorry, I just watched a cat run out of the bushes across the street through the rain. Pouring rain outside. Ticket trophy. Good idea. Good idea. Okay, we're gonna make that one right now. That's an easy one. There we go. I always have a hard time with description. I want it to be something that's like, you know, like I'm aiming for like a 6 out of 10, not aiming for like something gold, but I also don't want trash, you know. I could always come back to it. I'm just gonna write to do, and it's that easy. We just made a new trophy. Now it'll be in the game the moment that I turn it on. 99 more to go. Boom, it's in the game and it's extremely weird to look at. It hurts my eyes. Oh, that hurts my eyes a lot. We're looking at the game through an orthographic camera, which essentially means that every single point in space is equally as far apart, no matter, I'm not explaining it well. Look it up. Look up orthographic and perspective. What that means is that this hurts my eyes. A button that just wastes a ticket and does nothing but give you one achievement. Something to that. So I made this scene when I was doing the trailer for Fungal Colony Sim. So I made this so that I wouldn't have to like edit it in the video editor, and I could just, I'm thinking that this should be the trophy, this whole thing. Take away the new content, take away the 1.2, all of this.
A few minutes later.
Yeah, see, look, this like edge piece, once the center of this one becomes closer to the camera than the center of this one, then this one draws in front. There's nothing I can do with that. If I would ever send you a gift, it would be a metal pipe. Metal pipe falling sound effect is maybe one of my favorites.
That's an awfully hot coffee pot.
Did you guys ever play Payday? All right, I'm done. I can't just play sound effects all day. Sorry for everybody whose ears I just absolutely destroyed, by the way. Did I make Fungal Colony in 2023? I think I did. Oh yeah, because I made it in like February of last year. And I actually used ChatGPT to come up with the original idea for this, which got me a lot of hate. People don't like AI, but I still had to make the game. I just used ChatGPT to come up with an idea, and I still had to do a shitload of work for it. But you know, when people are mad, they don't want to hear that. Dude, you're playing 2D Steam Engine Simulator or whatever that game is called? Steam Engine Sim? Dude, I saw that on YouTube and I am so glad that that exists. If you guys don't know what we're talking about this. Steam Engine Simulator. It's exactly what it looks like. Steam Engine Simulator. Like, the fact that this exists at all is incredible. I have tattoos, yes. My entire arm. Sorry, I had to move my mic. Can't really see it because of the microphone, but I've got the Sith Empire on my shoulder, and then it's custom Star Wars armor all the way down. I've got, you can see I've got like a thermal detonator on my wrist. I like Star Wars. Really, I'm looking at this because, like, what could I turn into trophies? I am not the best at 3D modeling, so I tend to just let other people be the 3D modeler. This Marvel kit is actually the slides that I use in Pocket Pusher. You can see all of the pieces that I use are right here, including the little flags. And I think I used these. This is like 6 different versions of the same. It's just a sphere, but they're like different poly counts. And I'm pretty sure I used the lowest poly count version. These are the cars I used for Truck Venture. We could do like 100 trophies that are just food. There a little gingerbread man? There's like a little cookie cutter down there. That's cute. The game would become a cooking simulator. I would have to do a kitchen board. I would have to do something that is like cooking themed. Do you remember that cooking level in Mario Odyssey? It'd have to be like that. Like the whole level is like a gigantic kitchen. How do I make these trophies interesting aside from just being like random models? That's boring. Gotta have like at least fun descriptions. I guess I could have somebody help me write this mecha. K-Kit made this mecha. It just doesn't have any significance in anything that I've done so far. All of the trophies have been things that I have created and or used other people's things in new ways. Those are cute is a word for it. I don't know that I think they're cute. These polygon packs are Unity import files, which means you can't like look at them. Not great. Yeah, it's from the Cinti store. That's what I'm talking about. These guys. These are normally really actually pretty expensive because they're decently high quality. I picked up a whole bunch of these off of a Humble Bundle, I think. Yeah, look at that, 200 bucks. $500? Damn, dude. You better be, as an indie, you better be really confident that you could use this and make something good out of it. Because, like, one, that's a lot of assets, and two, that is a huge investment upfront. It's really nice looking, though. The only thing I don't like about the Cinti store assets is they all look like this. I've seen them used in some games. I can always tell, or I see them and go like, oh, Cinti store model. They just have that style. Not that that's bad. If you don't want it to look like that, though, you have to put in extra work. That's the downside to buying other people's stuff. Damn, look how much comes in this pack. Okay, the longer I look at this, the more it actually seems worth it. The downside to using stuff like this is, okay, so you have 4 turrets here, right? You have like a 2-barrel, a 4-barrel, electrical, or rail cannon maybe, and they could be whatever you wanted, and then like a rocket pod. But now let's say you want to add a 5th turret to your game. It kind of can't happen because you didn't make any of these models. So the only way you could add a 5th turret is if you bought more assets from these guys, or found somebody who could make assets that look similar, or just don't care about your art consistency. That's an option too, I suppose. I like this little shield with a tiny little stop hand on it. Like, that's gonna stop anybody. Oh, you know what, officer? You're right, my bad. The little red hand on your shield reminded me that I do actually need to listen to you. Customization possibilities are endless. Yeah, that's actually kind of the problem. I can do any trophy I want of any kind. It's up to me. And so I just kind of sit here and go like, I don't know, I guess I'll do nothing then, you know? Paralyzed by choice, I think is what they call it. I have a lot more sprites than I do 3D models. I used to work a lot more in 2D. The 2D doesn't look as good when you import it into 3D. Make a bird trophy. Okay. If I have any bird models. I do not. But every time I look at these, I just, like, I want to make Gimbal 2 now. Like, look at this. Look at these skeletons. These look amazing. I want to be that guy. I want to be him. I want to be this bone wizard. You thought I was another developer that I follow? Sorry. That's okay, man. What other developer? I want to know. I just had an idea. I already imported this. These are the flowers that I use in the spring level. Did I not import the person? Did I just import the assets? Yeah, I didn't import the person. We could do that. We actually have a question for me. Am I going to do the Daniel Craft mobs in a Minecraft mod? No. Daniel he's going hard. I don't want to say anything because he hasn't announced any of it yet, but the things that he's aiming for are bigger than anything I ever did. I don't want to overhype him, but he's doing his own thing. Daniel is crazy. Why does he do this to himself? I think the first half of your sentence answers the second half of your sentence. He is such an insane workhorse. I don't know, man. I can't keep up with him. He scares me sometimes with like how much work he does. I don't know how he does it. I love following other developers. I've been trying to like collect as many developer friends online as I can. Just watch what they do. This is the only table that doesn't have anything animated. This table has a little ghost that walks around. This table has a train that comes by, but the only table that doesn't have anything right now. Before I make a trophy, I gotta implement this girl. So I already have a little script for NPCs to walk around. She's too small. Maybe that's good. Maybe we want giant flowers. Tiny person, giant flowers, or like regular sized person. Tiny person, medium person, regular sized person. You found him? Who is it? Solomon Gumball. Oh, he's got good thumbnails. That looks like an Animal Crossing character. I'm so blown away when I see game devs who have like a low amount of subscribers, relatively speaking, and even lower amount of videos. I can tell that they work really hard too. The thing that is the hardest part about being like a developer and a YouTuber is that like YouTube rewards videos coming out every day and coming out as often as possible. And game dev is not something GameDev is not something that you can do on the speed that YouTube demands. Check this out. They're on Steam. Just add that. We should all add this to the wish list. Support your local devs. I don't know anything about this guy or this game at all, but I want to support them. The wish list is free. We were making stuff. Right. What kind of scale do we want this person to be at? They're going to be like walking around. They'll be in the flowers. If they're tiny, I think tiny's out, disappears into the flowers. Okay, so that leaves 2 times and 3 times scale. Local is a strong word. When you consider the whole universe, everybody on this planet is local, right? Does that count? I just looked straight at the camera and it got really awkward. But when you consider the scale of the universe, every human on this planet is your local friend. Shut up. Okay. Glad to have you here, Caleb. Okay, so I'm still trying to decide 2 times scale, 3 times scale. You know what? Let's do, what does a 2.5 look like? Oh, I feel like I'm looking at Russian nesting dolls right now. I think 3 is too big. That's this one, the left one. You may notice though, you look at her, you can see that she's got this like shine effect going on here. Almost looks like plasticky. And then if you look at everything else in the game, that shine effect is like a tiny little dot, not like a soft round. It's like a hard cutoff. That's because of this shader that I wrote, originally stole from the internet, and then I wrote a whole bunch of stuff to change it. I'm working with what software? This is Unity. And then I also work with Writer, which is the code IDE that I use, and Obsidian, which is my note-taking app, OBS, and a whole bunch of other things. But yeah, the main tool is Unity. She looks shiny and plasticky, and she does not fit the rest of the world. So what we have to do is I have these, I made most of the colors so that I could like pretty quickly replace things. But now we just got to go through and just replace all the colors. Be like really pale. I don't want it to be like a lily, you know, try to match. There's an emergency siren going on outside my house. That's cool. I'm just gonna pretend like I'm not hearing that right now, not think that the world is ending. Hey, that, you know what? That's not too bad. That light skin variant, actually, the color picker did a pretty good job. The zombie apocalypse started like 3 minutes ago. Damn, dude. And I'm here? Unfortunate. Can't believe I'm like here, the zombie apocalypse. Hope you guys are doing better for the apocalypse. Mercenary monk. Maybe the orc is what I'm thinking of. There's one, yeah, the orc is what I'm thinking of. I could use this for a Kratos model, kind of. I'd have to like get rid of the teeth, change the body. Majestic mustache, thank you very much. It's probably all fuzzy. I haven't shaved in weeks, so I'm like, all this neck beard going on. I feel really fuzzy. I don't leave my house. Nobody looks at me. Oh, wait, except for you. You're heading to the department store for some weapons? I feel like it's too late for that. If the apocalypse already started, you should not go to a store. Oh, I wish I could play copyrighted music because I would absolutely play Weird Al Yankovic's. Do we want her to be green? Just realized this is an opportunity to change the color of her clothes to whatever we want. Do we want her to be green? Can't find a free bird model. This sucks. Yeah, dude. Welcome to my life. Trying to find good models is really hard. Do blue maybe or red contrast the green of the ground. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think the green overalls are these called? Suspenders? I think the green is going to blend in because it's literally the same green. Like this one is called grass. Sorry, I'm still looking at the... Dude, check this out. Look at these. These are cool as hell. I have absolutely no use for them, but they're cool. Oh, poly forest pack. This looks like every YouTube game I've ever seen, including mine. A zone tan model. See, now I'm glad that I don't have this on stream. Do blue? All right. Yeah, blue looks nice. I get so hyped over cool models, dude. I am not a modeler, so when I see good models, I get super impressed. That actually doesn't look too bad. Okay, let's give her a script. So I have this path following NPC script that I made. It's just a really basic follow the line kind of thing. 15, not 150. We'll do, damn it, I opened the Steam overlay. So because this game is on Steam, the Steam overlay injects into Unity. And then if you accidentally hit Shift Tab, you know, like to go back a field, it opens the Steam overlay and that crashes Unity. He's pulling his cock out! Oh, hey, we're back. It unfroze. Ooh, that's an interesting version of a bird. It's nice and polygonal. That is not bad. Yeah, okay, we'll take it. 90% of the stream will be looking at cool models. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you. If I was home alone not streaming, it would be 100% looking at cool models and I wouldn't be doing any work at all. Do I have a community Discord? I do not anymore. I deleted it in December because I no longer had the time or capacity to manage it. I talked about that earlier in the stream, but no. The short of it is I no longer have a community Discord. Thank you. Okay, Caleb, no pressure, but your name's in the game now. Whoa, that's so really huge. God, this bird is so big. This is 10%. That's 10% size. We're gonna have to make this thing like 1% size. And it's still kind of big. Oh, hey, that cat's coming back. It's really satisfying. It's so hard to make this game because I just like sitting here. Just like sitting here and watching this. Just enjoyable. I will say the most out-of-pocket stuff in the chat, hoping you read it out loud so I can clip it. You know what? That's fair. As a chat member, I feel like it is your responsibility to try to trick me into saying clippable things. Seems like you're right as a chat viewer, that you have the right to try to make me look like a clown. What is the crow for? Caleb suggested it. Right now, this path following NPC only does one thing. So it walks, so the ghost just walks this path, and it's because there are nodes. So these are the path nodes, and the NPC just tries to walk towards them. It's really, really simple. And then when they get within a certain distance, they switch to the next one, and they just kind of like ping pong down the nodes. And then when they get to the last node, they turn themselves off. So they just disappear from the game world, and then they wait a variable amount of time, and they turn themselves back on and they walk the path backwards. For this character, I'm not sure that that's a good idea, because then she would just disappear. She would like disappear into the flowers after reaching her point. So we may have to customize her. She may require some more. I wonder if I could use the flowers. Oh, that's smart. I don't actually have to make nodes. I can just grab the flowers. Okay, so I'm just gonna, let's have her walk here. You're gonna Titanfall 2 real quick. Have a good time. Love that game. I was actually just thinking about Titanfall the other night and how it's amazing what they did. I think we need to not waste the time here. I can always improve it later, is what I'm getting at. It doesn't have to be perfect today. As long as this NPC is in the game. Fast forward. Now why? There we go. Okay, so she is, you can kind of see it. She's using the ghost bobbing logic. Doesn't look that great. She's like clipping through. She's also moving way, way too fast. She's moving at 3 right now. Okay, so let's try, definitely want the max to be 2. Minimum should be like 1.5. Very slow. Very unnatural. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make a better system for her for sure. Okay, and then we wait 55 seconds, and boom, she's back. Maybe the tiny is better. Maybe a tiny person walking through flowers is not a bad idea. Too small though, you can't really tell that she's a gardener. Okay, so now that she exists, I feel comfortable making a collectible out of her. Pat, do you guys have any good names for gardeners? Also, she needs a description, I suppose. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it to do. I'm gonna have to do what I did before with all the other trophies, where I just make a shitload of trophies and sit there for like 6 hours straight, and I just do nothing but write descriptions for all of these trophies while I watch TV. Did it once, I'll do it again. Yay. Punished by the wonderful odds. There we go. And that's not bad. Auto clicker with pocket pusher is crazy. Yeah. You want to see something really crazy? So you have to cheat to make it crazy. I don't have to cheat to make it crazy because I have all the back-end stuff. Ball system. You can see it's auto spawning 996,000 balls every half a second. Let's make that instantaneous. We may crash the game doing this, by the way. It's a little nuts. Nut. Oh my god, the lag. Oh, that's beautiful. Totally backed up. Me when I eat Skibidi Rizzler is probably some new character. I don't know, I'm gonna imagine it looks a lot like the Riddler. Oh, that means there's probably like a Batman toilet. That was fine. Hey, I just got an achievement. Sorry, what? I can't hear you. It's starting to get a little laggy. We're dipping under 60 FPS now. I mean, we only have 3,000 coins on screen. The highest I ever got before the game crashed. Ooh, we're down to 15 FPS. It's not getting good. Highest I ever got was 6,000-ish. Oh god. Oh, it's getting bad. Oh, it's getting really bad. It does sound like the Terraria skeleton. Jeez. Game is not meant for this. We are pushing it to the limit. We're almost spawned all the coins though. Oh wow, it is so laggy. Can't hear my voice at all. Interesting. It might be because my mic is pointed slightly away from the face and I was like over. Coins are a little loud, maybe. Add Skibidi Toilet. I haven't said no yet. Okay, so do we want regular Amogus or egg? Can I ban It's Dr. Penguin? Why would I do that? He's cringe. Dude, everyone's cringe. I'm cringe. What do you mean? We're all cringe. Cringe is just being yourself. And the reason it's cringe is because you're uncomfortable with the idea that other people could be themselves. He said Ohio Gat. We're talking about Amogus right now, dude. How could you be censoring somebody else's cringe when I'm literally trying to convert an Amogus right now? I all out of drink. There was a little bit in there. I almost just poured it on myself. Now it's empty. This is a 1 minute long song I have listened to for a long time. According to Steam, I have 100 hours in my own game. You want to name the bro Rupert? Okay, so his name is Rupert. Start thinking of a description. What does Rupert like to do, Caleb? Where does Rupert go? What kind of shinies does Rupert collect? Okay, I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll be right back.